Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a quick overview of a high-level overview of why you should be using Telegram bot and how you should be using it. I'm going to show the exact way I have set up my file handling bot, which saves me around 5 hours per week on busy tasks and useless tasks that I automated with this simple solution, and also hasn't doxed myself with sharing my actual phone, my Telegram handle and stuff like that. So let's start. First of all, we have a logging function imported. This is a function that enables us to do logging like this. Logging basic config format, ask time, name, level name, message, and login info. So we see here that we're actually doing the whole thing with API of Telegram. This is the key that we're going to be showing just in a little bit that we import here with .env. In here, don't worry, the API key will be different as soon as we finish the video, but I import the key over here to from .env, already function here, import load.env, import OS, and then I load the key, bot key. Next thing is, this is the Telegram things that we have, right? And this is the OS, and this is SQLite. I'm going to be showing below how we use SQLite, and it's actually really simple and not confusing at all. This is the start function. So whenever you have a Telegram bot, you can just write start, and it will say like, I'm a bot, please talk to me. You can make it up anything. You can say, okay, you can actually do something as soon as you do start. In our case, it just says the thing and that's it. Also, it has an update function where it basically sees the ID of the user. Next, we set up authenticated users dictionary, which is not strictly needed because we have already implemented SQLite, but anyway. We have a passcode, an easy thing to check whenever your bot is actually using the authenticated users. You can set it up the correct way to authenticate users. Here I just did that whenever someone says authentication, authenticate, and says 1, 2, 3, 4, I authenticate the user and add him to SQLite to authenticate the database. But either way, you can set it up with SQLite as well. It's no matter really. So let's see. We have async dev authentication, where we basically check, we set up the user ID with update effective user ID of the Telegram function. We check whether the postcode is correct that he has provided, if he has provided, and we connect to the database, check if the user is actually the user which is in database, and or if he exists or not. Maybe he already exists, so there is no reason to check. And we basically close the SQLite and we say, okay, you are authenticated. Here, authentication successful. This enables you to basically keep your authenticated users even when you run and restart the bot. If the password is correct, we say incorrect password. If index error, please provide the passcode. Easy. Next thing is file handling. This is a way where we also have a user ID. We set it up. We check the database. We check if this user is already in authenticated users, where we check whenever user ID is correct, where it matches or not. And if it does, then we basically wait for the message. We get the message, get file. We set the file ID to file ID, and we update the caption to it. So update if message caption, if update message caption, else no additional text provided by user. So if you, for example, don't provide something, the others will not see it. Then fetch all authenticated users from the database. So we see whenever other users exist, and we send them, we set up the count, right? So that we know how many people we send it to. And for every authenticated users, in all users, we send the file and the caption with user caption, file sent by, effective user, first name, last name. Easy. And if, for example, you wanted to see, and I want to see how many users I sent the file to, it says file successfully sent to count users. Else, await context. For example, if you try to send the file and you're not authenticated, it will say you are not authenticated. The second thing is help command. So I set up another command, which is /help. You can do it in Telegram as well, in Botfather, where you basically do the whole command of everything, and you say, okay, /start, /authenticate, /help, and any other commands you can want. And basically, next time users puts / or /help, he will actually see the commands which you have. Next thing, we have the main function. So let me show you database setup. and then I'll come back to main. So this is the way that I have a database set up, super basic, nothing hard, where I say import SQLite, connect to SQLite database, connect, set up the cursor, execute setup of the database if it does not exist, and then commit and close. Easy. Run this file once and you don't have to do it ever again. The database itself, the environment variable that you saw, this is a useless file that should not exist. And let's go to the main. So main is the main thing where you run the Python code. So for example, if I want to run this bot, I would do Python bot.py. And you see here that basically what we do is we have the application, the main bot that we set up with application builder, token, bot key, and build. The start handler for the start command, we add the handler. Authentication handler, the file handler, we add the handlers here. The difference between command and message is that command is a slash thing and it looks for slashes, and the message, it just matches and tries to find any message. Here the filter basically enables you to specify which type of command you want to have. So for example, if this is document, it wants all documents to be sent. Otherwise I could say like, look for the name in the document to be fish, and then only fish documents would be sent. Then we have the command helper. This is the last, because last time I tried to run it, when it wasn't last, I actually failed a couple of times. So make sure that whenever you're using help, you actually put it last, otherwise it can actually fail. So just look for that. And then we have run polling. Run polling is the way to actually make sure the application runs continuously until you press Ctrl C. Otherwise it just doesn't work. So run polling is that. And that's it. You just run it. You have the whole thing. Oh, I run the database setup. Hopefully I didn't kill anything. I run the Python bot.py and we're running. We're good. We stop it. Easy. That's it. So yeah, I hope this helped. It's a high level overview of the video, and there's nothing really more to say about this. So yeah, it basically took like 20, 25, 30 minutes for me to make with ChatGPT. So I hope you enjoyed this and you found it useful. Tell me what else you want me to make, and yeah, sign up and come back to me in the comments and subscribe. Thank you.